So I have done 445 jobs completed on Fiverr. I have one pending, so technically once that closes out, it'll be 446. Let's just go with that number because I've already done the calculations. But I joined Fiverr in October 2014. So let's round it down and say I've been a part of Fiverr for 4.5 years. Have I gotten rich from it? No. But 446 jobs in 4 years, that comes out to, 4.5 years, came out to like 99 point something. So let's just round it down to 99. 99 jobs a year. Now, some of the price points are really low. Some of these jobs are paying me $5. Some of them are paying me $100. It varies. Again, like I've said before, this is side work. But as a thing to just motivate you guys, as an angle to think about here is, if you're struggling to find work, if you're struggling to get into the industry and you really want to make something happen, consider something like Fiverr. It doesn't have to be Fiverr. I don't get paid to endorse Fiverr. This is just something I'm doing on my own. I'm just expressing my own journey here. But for me, Fiverr has given me, on average, 99 jobs a year for the last 4 years to get to that number of 446. Now, I've made some extra money. That's great. I've made some extra clients who are repeat clients. That's awesome. That's just something to consider, to put into your bucket of ideas, of approaches. I see some people sometimes say, I'm holding out for this position, and they seem to be just stubbornly digging their heels and saying, I'm looking for my in-house position. Until I get that, I'm not working in the industry. In my opinion, that's completely the wrong way to go about it. When I started, I was a school teacher. I had zero insider information on how to get a job in games. I was a school teacher teaching K through 6 general music and vocal and choir, and I just played video games. That's all I knew about it. So I read some books and got into it. I'm getting kind of long-winded here, but I just wanted to stress to you guys that you might have to adapt your idea and say, okay, well, I'm going to start doing some of these smaller scale projects. Maybe they're not as glamorous. Maybe they're not as sexy. Maybe it's not in-house work, but contract work. Maybe it's not exactly the type of work I want to get into, but it's work. And the more that you build that up, you have some foundation, some credentials, some stability there, and you can go to other clients and say, I've done X amount of jobs, that type of thing. And that'll help you get more work. The other thing to consider is not even just the financial benefit or the resume benefit of it. It's, what are you learning and how are you growing as a contractor, as a entrepreneur? How are you growing as an employee, a contracted employee for these people? Because I guarantee you, after you've done even just 50 jobs, you're going to learn a lot of things to do and not do. I did. And as you go on and add more and more jobs, you're going to encounter more and more types of problems to say, okay, to address this and mitigate this from happening in the future, I need to do X, Y, and Z. That kind of thing. So, yeah, I was just thinking about that and hope that's helpful. And I'll talk to you later.